In today's episode, we're going to be discussing how you can start building your wealth in your teens, 20s, and 30s. If this is your first time here, first of all, welcome. This is the Legacy Investing Show, where we're going to be talking about all things related to real estate, investing, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. We own a portfolio of 50 plus rental units, we do flips, we do wholesales, and we've done multiple 7-figure deals. We want to provide as much free value to you as possible, and we're going to pack as much information into these videos as possible. If you want to achieve financial freedom with the tried and true blueprint, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos that come out. We post 2 to 3 new videos every single week. Each topic that we're going to be discussing is vital to understand, so make sure that you stay till the end. Let's start with the first one, building the foundation with education. In order to build wealth, you need one or two of these 3 things: knowledge, time, or money. When you're younger, you're going to have a lot of time, but not as much knowledge or money. However, if you start building 2 of these 3 things earlier on, you're well on your way to get that final puzzle piece. I can't stress enough how important it is to get an education. And I don't necessarily mean going to school. The self-education that you do outside of school is just as important, if not more important. With the accessibility of all the information that's out there today, you really have no excuses to not start building that foundation of education today. There are podcasts, there's blogs, there's YouTube. By the way, make sure that you follow us, that you can learn from. The biggest disconnect that school doesn't teach you is about financial independence. School didn't teach us about taxes, they didn't teach us about investing for your financial future either. These are things that we had to learn ourselves, and you can do the same thing as well. The reason this is the first thing on the list is because you need to build that financial education and that foundation to build off of. It's like building a house. If you don't have the foundation in place, then the house is going to come crumbling down. Number 2 is finding a mentor. Everyone talks about it's not what you know, it's who you know. I never really believed this growing up. I always thought that I needed to be the smartest in order to be the best. As I've gotten older, I realized that this couldn't be further from the truth. And I know I just talked about building your education in the last segment, and I'm not saying at all to ignore that part. You can't expect to become successful without a foundation of knowledge. Some of the most successful people that I know aren't the Einsteins or the Elon Musks of the world. They've created a network of really successful people around them to build them up. You are the average of the 5 people that you hang around with the most. And this is why I'm so protective of the time that I spend with others. And this is also true for the people that you follow on social media and take advice from online. If you have a friend or a group of friends that are intentionally or unintentionally dragging you down, it might be time to reconsider who you hang out with. I promise you, you might not think that it makes a difference, but it does. Now, finding a mentor doesn't mean to go out and message people and say, please mentor me. This is a great way to not get a response or come across as a leech. The truth is, the people that you are looking to emulate are very busy people. Most people aren't going to take time out of their busy days to answer questions that you have. The key word is value. What kind of value are you going to bring to them? For example, if you're looking to get into real estate investing, instead of going and asking, can you mentor me? The first thing you want to do is go out and get educated. Go read some books, go listen to some podcasts, watch our YouTube channel. And then you want to approach them and offer to work for them for free. Whether that's taking update pictures for their rehabs, responding to emails, or answering calls and scheduling their calendar. Find ways that you can provide value to them, and in return, this is really one of the best ways to get started in an industry that you're interested in. This works great in a few ways. Number 1, you're going to learn exactly what you want to do from someone that's actually doing it. Number 2, you're going to develop a relationship that can last into the future. Number 3, you're going to learn if you actually like to do this and see if this is something you can see yourself doing for the long term. Everyone talks about getting into real estate investing or investing in general, but not a lot of people talk about if this is something that you're truly passionate about doing. When you're younger, you have the flexibility to see if you're interested in something or if you're not. This is the time to take risks and to fail a lot. Number 3, start building your active income streams. After you try a few things and understand what you like to do, it's time to start generating that income. Before I go deeper into this topic, this is one of the most important things that I'm going to say in this video. Do not get shiny toy syndrome. Now, what I mean by this is in this day and age, there's thousands of things that you can start doing to start building money. There's drop shipping, there's affiliate marketing, there's day trading, the list goes on and on. There's information overload, and you can get into analysis paralysis pretty easily if you're not careful. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out and test what you like or don't like to do. You want to make sure that you're testing out and seeing what you like or you don't like. Once you find something that you enjoy or you're good at, stick with it. This sounds simple, but trust me on this. There are too many people that want to do everything, and guess what? They don't become good at any of those things that they're doing. Stick with something for at least a year or two and then master it. Once you mastered something, then you can look to move on to something else. Your active income streams are vital to start building that passive income that we've talked about in another video that I'll link in the description below. The fourth topic is financial habits. Like we've talked about earlier in this video, the school system hasn't done a good job of teaching us about financial education. I didn't really even know what a credit card did when I was 17 years old. This is such a tragedy because I know a lot of people are in the same boat as I was. In order to become wealthy, you need to start building those financial habits when you're younger. If you can't manage $100 right now, what makes you think you're going to be able to manage $100,000 later on? You need to understand how money works and start building those financial habits today. Here are some things you can do to start building those financial habits. The first thing you can do is start to save a percentage of your income every single month. The thing that helps me is to pretend like that money doesn't even exist. Literally just put it into a different account and just forget that it even exists. We'll touch on what you can do with that money in the next topic. The second thing you want to do is start tracking your expenses. It's easy to lose track of all the reoccurring expenses that you have, also the subscriptions and the things that you're spending on a day-to-day basis that you're not even aware of. So make sure that you do an audit of all the unnecessary expenses that you're making on a regular basis. This includes clothes, eating out, going out with your friends, etc. The third thing you want to do is get a credit card. Now that doesn't mean to go out and max your credit cards and spend it on whatever you want. You want to treat it like a debit card. Only spend what you can afford and pay it off immediately or before the next billing cycle. Credit cards can be a double-edged sword. It can work towards your benefit and start building your credit, or it can get you into debt really quickly. If you're younger than 18, ask your parents to become an authorized user on one of their credit cards, or ask them to co-sign for you. You want to lay out a plan and make sure that you get them comfortable before you ask them. You need to start building credit now so you can buy a home or a car or anything that requires a loan later on. The fifth topic is investing. I firmly believe that everyone needs to have some sort of investment. I want to first start off by saying that all investments aren't created equal. Betting on sports games is not investing, even if you just got lucky that one time. Before you start investing, you want to make sure that you have a good, solid, active income that generates profits each month. It's really hard to reap the benefits of investing if you don't have a good, active income. It's also really important to diversify your investing strategy. Let's talk about a couple of the investing strategies that I personally recommend. Now, a quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. We're just a couple guys on YouTube, so make sure that you do your due diligence before you start investing. The first one is index funds. I'm not going to go super far in depth on why I like index funds. Essentially what they are, they're a basket of a bunch of different stocks that yield a consistent return. Here are some index funds that I recommend: VTI, VT, VXF, and VGT. I like Vanguard because they're one of the best when it comes to affordable index funds. We like the brokerage Webull. If you use the link in the description, you can get 2 free stocks that are worth up to $1,600 when you deposit $100. It's essentially like you're getting money for free. If you consistently invest $300 a month at an 8% interest rate, you'll have over $1 million in 40 years. The second investment strategy that we love is rental properties. We love rental properties and we've discussed this a lot on our channel. And make sure to check out the other videos on why we love rental properties and real estate in general. 90% of millionaires own real estate, and there's a big reason why this is our preferred asset class. Our favorite way to get started is through house hacking. We've done a video on this and we'll link that in the description below as well. This is one of the best ways to get started in my opinion, and it's how we both got started in real estate as well. The best way to learn real estate investing is to just jump in and do it. There are too many people that I know that just analyze deal after deal, but they don't actually fully jump in. Now, I'm not saying go out and be reckless and just buy whatever comes up. That's why we talked about building that foundation of education beforehand. Just don't be that person that constantly talks about getting into real estate without taking any action. Trust your numbers, trust the knowledge that you built, and then take that leap of faith. I promise you it's worth it. If you made it this far in the video, we know that you're serious about taking your financial future into your own hands. Trust us, we've been there. We know how scary it is to get into real estate investing or any sort of investing in general. Our mission for this channel is to provide as much free value to you as possible. If you want to achieve financial freedom sooner rather than later, make sure that you give this video a like, make sure that you're subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos that we post. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.